A great deal of evidence indicates a link between speech and language difficulties and literacy. Bishop and Adams, 1990, proposed a critical age hypothesis, which predicted that if speech error patterns of preschool children with speech impairment resolved before formal literacy instruction commenced, then these children would likely have normal literacy development. Subsequent research examining this hypothesis has, however, led to a modified hypothesis. Nathan et al. 2004 suggested that the level of a child's phoneme awareness could also influence literacy outcomes. One potential explanation, or at least partial explanation for this, is the impact that speech and language difficulties have on phonological awareness and the impact phonological awareness has on literacy. Stackhouse and Wells, 1997. Phonological awareness has been identified as the ability to reflect on and manipulate the structure of an utterance as distinct from its meaning. Stackhouse and Wells, 1997. However, the role of phonological awareness in speech development is not well understood. This is in part due to the majority of research focusing on the role of phonological awareness in literacy. Hesketh, Deemer, and Nelson, 2006. It is also influenced by the fact that children with phonological impairment are a highly heterogeneous group and demonstrates a wide range of phonological awareness skills. Harris et al. 2011. Through developing the speech processing system for the purposes of spoken communication, children develop awareness of the sounds and structure of their language. Stackhouse and Wells, 2007. According to Wally, 1993, the development of explicit phonological awareness depends upon language development. Specifically, vocabulary growth puts pressure on the phonological lexicon, forcing it to become segmentally organized. However, it is not uncommon for children with normal vocabulary development to have difficulties at the level of phonological representation. The clearest example is children with reading disabilities or dyslexia, some of whom have a history of speech problems. Snowling, 2000. The difficulties that these children have with phonological awareness and reading cannot be attributed to poor vocabulary, but may be related to output phonological deficits. Human, Snowling, 1992. If the speech processing system is not intact, phonological awareness may not develop appropriately. McNamara et al., 2010. A lack of phonological awareness development can be problematic in terms of literacy development. Children must be able to analyse the sounds that make up words and syllables in order to read, and their awareness of these sounds is a contributory factor in learning to read and write. Nunes et al., 1997. This is shown through longitudinal studies such as that by Goswami and Bryant, 1990, which demonstrate that early phonological awareness can predict later reading achievement even when potentially confounding variables such as prior IQ are controlled for. This demonstrates a causal developmental sequence whereby alphabetic reading capitalizes on prior phonological abilities. Ellis, 1997. This area of research has practical applications both for identifying children at risk of literacy difficulties and for literacy teaching methods. This has allowed the development of reading programs such as Fast for Word, Talal et al., 1998, which incorporate phonological awareness training in order to improve literacy, although the efficacy of these programs is not consistently demonstrated. Strong et al., 2010.